Hello friends, once again welcome to a brand new video of Global Techniques of Architecture GTA. So into today's video we are going to talk about mainly as DGU and laminated glass. So since we have been taught as DGU, it's a request to all the designers, all the architects. Let's not confuse it using the term as DGU or double glass. Let's call it insulated glass. So I'll explain you with the help of a diagram or say the picture. So if you refer to this picture, it clearly shows two glass panels stuck together and there is an air gap between them, and you have a desiccant filled into that cavity of that gap. So this completely sets up the entire process, or say this is the end product that we get to see as DGU. One glass, you have an aluminum framing on its entire perimeter. It is stuck with the help of PIB, polyisobutyl, which is 100% non-curing gum. Okay, so with the help of PIB, polyisobutyl, it is being stuck, and the next glass is again stuck to it. So you have two glasses with a cavity. So depending upon the nature of the project, depending upon the geographical location of the project, this gap can be decreased or increased. Sometimes we go with 8 mm air gap, sometimes we go with 6 mm air gap, at times we go with 12 mm air gap, and there are some international systems available globally which have a principle of force convection and a double skin facade, wherein they use these series of spacer tapes. We call these as spacer tapes. So they use a series of this and create a gap or space of 36 to 72 mm depending upon their requirement. So that's a DGU, or my apologies, insulated glass unit. So after the assembly is done, this will look like this. Now comes the laminated glass. What is laminated glass? Laminated glass, as the basic definition, is two homogeneous materials stuck together with a view to enhance the strength, enhance the acoustic properties, enhance all the parameters required for a betterment of the project. So two glasses stuck together, or sandwiched together with the help of an interlayer, would be called as a laminated glass. Okay. Similarly, if you go one step further, we have triple laminated IGU, wherein there would be 3 layers and 2 air gaps. We have also triple laminated glass available. So where are these triple laminated glasses used? So it is all thanks to the glass processing companies. So what they do is they keep on educating the people and the architects and the designers. Now what happens into this due course is there are some misconceptions that a DGU performs as a acoustic barrier. No. DGU, the basic definition, the basic need for an IGU was for thermal comfort. Okay. When it comes to acoustic values, it has to be the laminated glass. Now, if at all a developer is constructing a project called a 5-star hotel near airport or a railway station. So now in that case, his facade has to perform onto laminated, that means acoustic, as well as onto thermal. So there is a combination of IGU plus laminated, wherein we have say 6 laminated toughened glass plus 0.76 SGP, and then we have 6 laminated glass. This is one glass. Then we have a spacer, and then we have a second glass. So we have an insulated glass unit with a laminated glass into it. I hope you are getting it, or else you can see this picture, and this picture gives you an exact diagrammatic representation of what I am talking. Even many of us are interested to know what is a bullet resistant glass. So bullet resistant glass we'll cover in the next video, but as of now, laminated glass are the glasses which are used for all the deck areas. So what is a deck? You must have seen many videos wherein there is a sky deck and people are afraid of walking on that deck. So that deck has a design consideration. That deck is made up of laminated glass into multiple layers. It is not only a double layered or a triple layered glass, it has multiple layers of glasses stuck together to have a performance, to have a safety of the people standing onto it. So this all put together makes the glass 100% safe. But we as psychological people, human beings, have a phobia of walking onto the glass. So because it opens up directly into the valley, everybody is afraid of it. But you, me, as designers, we know that it is a multi-layered SGP lamination. Now, there is also a quite a bit misunderstanding between what is a PVB lamination and what is an SGP lamination. SGP is a patented product by a company called Curare now. Initially, it used to be called as Sentry Glass Plus. And PVB also they have it as their product. Now, the difference between PVB and SGP is PVB is hygroscopic in nature. So when I say hygroscopic in nature, it has a tendency to absorb water and retain it. Now, if at all you have a laminated glass and your water seeps in, the purpose of lamination is lost. So that's the sole reason for which the same company came up with a product called SGP, Sentry Glass Plus, into a combination of 0.76, 0.89, 1.52 and others, depending upon the requirement of the multi-layer. So now this SGP is not hygroscopic. In fact, it is hydrophobic in nature. Once I say hydrophobic, it doesn't like water. So even if there is water and the edges are exposed, nothing happens. There's no reaction. But whereas if at all there is a PVB, because of the hygroscopic nature, it absorbs water, it retains water, and your lamination and the purpose of lamination is lost. Similarly, lamination also happens in multiple layers. Lamination into the next video when we talk about bullet resistant glass. I would be letting you know a beautiful fundamental called one-sided bullet resistant glass. So stay tuned to this channel and keep coming, keep liking, keep sharing the knowledge. For this video, thanks a lot for watching.